What you niggas need to always keep in mind and always remember when you're out in public is to never look at anybody directly in the eyes unless you're engaging with them in a manner that there's a reason for you to look at them in the eyes, such as an interview, or somebody's trying to help you with something on a positive level, or just just situations where you need to engage. It'll be more respectful for you to engage with them. I'm not saying every interaction, I'm just saying important interactions. You should look at them in the face. If it's not an important interaction, do not look at them in the eyes. Just do all of your dealings, just whatever. Like, if you, let's just say you're at a cash register, don't look at the bitch in the eyes. Just deal with stuff. If you want to say something, respond to her question. If she asks you like whatever something, just answer her, but don't look at them in the eyes. Only look at somebody in the eyes if you plan on engaging with them in a positive manner, or something such as an interview, you're trying to make an impression, or you're trying to just do something in a positive way. Then have the respect for them, since they're giving you that respect. But anybody that's on a basis level, such as just mundane dealings, don't look at them in the face, because this is how they can attack you. Anytime you look at somebody in the face and they give you a dirty negative look, that's an attack. And if you let that look make you feel a negative emotion, then you just let them win. So now they drained your energy. So what you need to do is either don't look at them in the face, or you need to counter these attacks. If you happen to slip up and forget that that you weren't supposed to look at them in the face and they give you that look, you need to counter that attack and send it back. So how you would do that, how I would do that in my situation, if somebody looked at me with a negative look and we're like in a waiting room and everybody's waiting, what I would do is I'll pull out my phone, pretend like I'm looking at something, and do a very loud, belligerent laugh. Just laugh really loud and annoying, or something along those lines, to counter that attack. Because one thing you got to understand is a lot of people out here have trauma, have issues, have problems, and they like to project that issues onto people. So they may, because a lot of people, they like, you'll say like, why does this person, they look at me with a negative face? That's because they have a lot of trauma. A lot of people have triggers. You may look like somebody, like, this is some deep shit like nobody wants to talk about. So like, let's just say you're a regular person. You may look like somebody that person got in an argument with. Like, let's just say me. Somebody, I may go into a store and some lady may give me a negative look. On my mind, like, the average person will say, oh, why should you looking at me negative? It's a problem with me. There's not a problem with you, because the bitch don't even fucking know you. So that's telling me that she has a fucked up emotional body. So most likely she was probably robbed, hurt, or disrespected by somebody that looks like me. And then I remember, and I'm not just talking about black, I'm talking about like in general. Like, you can be white and somebody looks like, they just look like you, and then so they have an anger towards you. Or maybe they're on social media a lot and they may have seen somebody get jumped on social media, and the person who got jumped looked like you, so they're upset. It gets that fucking deep. People are so petty, and they do it without even knowing it. So people have a lot of traumas and angers and problems that they hold when they're walking around. So this is why they may look at you angrily in a certain way, or they just act funny. So this is why I say you don't need to be looking at people directly in the face at all, unless you're dealing with them on an important note. If you're not dealing with them on anything important, you do not need to look at them in a fucking face. Like, who the fuck said you? And even if somebody's dealing with you in a respectful way, you still don't gotta look at them if you don't want to, because who the fuck said you gotta look at somebody in the eyes? See, all of these fucking social patterns created by the government are created to help the system, not to help you. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They say, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. I was taught to do this. Everything you were taught when you were growing up, most of this shit was taught to make the system push forward and make the system in a certain way, so it can cause it to function in a certain way. Nothing else. It wasn't meant to help you. So a lot of people, they're forgetting this shit. So like, but anyways, I don't want to ramble too much and beat this dead horse. Like, you guys know what it is. So I just wanted to really say that, because I've been dealing with a lot of like negative energies out and about. the energies right now, I don't think the energies are gonna get any better. Like I told you guys, starting March, shit was gonna start hitting the fan. Shit's hitting the fan, and a lot of you guys don't see it, but it is. Like a lot of people are fucking going cuckoo right now in the brain, like on a spiritual and a mental level. I give it about a year or two, it's gonna start playing out physically. Once it starts playing out physically, that's gonna be when there's gonna be like no employment. Food shortages is gonna be a little worse, and it's gonna be a lot more other shit. But what you guys gotta understand, that everything bad that this government is doing is a mere reflection of the unhealed collective. So the government doesn't have that much power. They don't. Like a lot of people think the government has so much power. They have power, but not as much as you think they do. So all this bad shit that's happening is because the collective won't wake the fuck up. That's what you guys need to understand. A lot of people